Hey guys. Okay, this is just something I really want to talk about because it really pisses me off when people are homophobic. Like, the people who are homophobic tend to be narrow-minded. They are narrow-minded, and a lot of the time they don't have a very high IQ. Like, if you look at the facts, if you got data collected in the table, people who are homophobic would be generally less intelligent than those who accept gay people. The reason why is because people who are homophobic say, oh, it goes against my religion, the Bible condemns it. Okay, homophobia is mentioned once in the Bible, in a quote that says, a man should not lie with a man as a man lies with a woman, yeah? Once, yeah? In the Bible, numerous times it talks about stoning people, talks about how women should only speak when spoken to, and pretty much all they can do is look after children, how women belong to men, should cover all of their skin. It talks about slavery, so much stuff, and like the Bible contradicts itself all the time. Like one moment the Bible will say, you shouldn't commit adultery, yet in another passage in the Bible, oh god, I can't remember the characters, but this one guy and this woman, they couldn't have kids, so they got the maid to have sex with the man to have the kid, and that was totally fine. It's really stupid. The Bible constantly contradicts itself, and you can't pick and choose what to take out of the Bible and follow just because it suits you. Like, because it's mentioned once in the Bible about homophobia, then why do people follow that and like go all extreme, like, oh, it's so wrong, it says in the Bible it's so bad, yet they just choose to ignore the other stuff the Bible condemns. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it really pisses me off. And they're a group of people. It's like prejudice against homosexual people is exactly the same as prejudice against black people. They're a community of people. They are the way they are. They can't help it. They don't choose to be gay. Did you choose, say, like a straight person? If you're straight and you're listening, did you choose to be straight? Like, you didn't decide, you know what I mean? You just are. That's just how you are. You had no choice in the matter. It's exactly the same for gay people. And people who are straight, you think, oh my god, they're gay, they're gonna fancy me, you know what I mean? It's like, if you're straight, you don't fancy every guy you see. Like, it's stupid. And another thing, if you're homophobic, you might say, oh, two gay people can't create a child, so it must be wrong and, not be right. It must not be what God wants or whatever. It's got to be wrong. So two gay people married together or being together, they can't have kids, yeah? So two people in a romantic relationship who can't have children, that's wrong, okay? That's what you're saying, because they can't make children. So you're saying that anyone who was going to have a boyfriend, like I've got a boyfriend, I don't want to have kids with him, does that mean it's wrong? The Pope, he's celibate, he's never going to have children. Does that mean that he's wrong because he's not going to have children? Does that mean that women who are born, or men who are born infertile, that means that they are wrong and that they should be discriminated against? Does that mean that couples who want to get married or be together but just don't want kids, does that mean that they're wrong, that it shouldn't happen? Like, it's ridiculous. You can't use that as an argument against gay people, that just because they can't create children, that's wrong, because that's a stupid argument, because there's plenty of straight people, or just anyone, plenty of people who can't have children or just don't want children. Doesn't mean that they're wrong. Not everyone has to have children. If you don't want children, it doesn't mean you're an abomination to nature. It's ridiculous. And people who say, oh, it's unnatural, it's against God's plan and God's will. Yeah, well, if it's against God's plan, God knows everything and has a plan for people. And if that person is gay for their whole life and marries someone who's the same gender as them, obviously that's their plan, their destiny, that's their life. And if God didn't want it to exist, then he wouldn't have made it to exist, you know what I mean? Like, God created everything, yeah? He made people the way they are. In fact, he made people in the image of himself. So, obviously, God has the same qualities as humans, which means God has the same qualities of being gay, you know what I mean? Like, it's stupid that people say it's unnatural, because if it's unnatural, then why does it exist in nature? Like animals, there's so many animals that are homosexual. If you look up on the internet, there's like, I can't give you something off the top of my mind, but reading newspaper and stuff, it's like, I know there's a lot of homosexual bats. There are actually loads of homosexual animals. It is totally natural. It's always existed in nature, and it's nothing you decide. Like, there isn't a gay gene. It's like there isn't an intelligent gene. It's stupid to assume things like this. You know what I mean? It's just how people are. There's no gene to say if you're gonna be racist, or a gene to say if you're gonna be dumb. You know, it's just how people are. And I think it's really narrow-minded to prejudice against gay people, because they're a community of people. They are just like me and you. A lot of people who are gay, you wouldn't even expect it. And say you're best friends with someone, and say you found out they were gay, would you stop being friends just because they're gay? That's like stop being friends with someone because they're a Muslim, or because you found out that their parents are black, or I don't know, something like that. They're a community of people. They are human beings. They don't deserve any less rights than you or me or anyone else. Like, why should straight people be allowed to marry when gay people can't? Because we're two human beings exactly the same, yet one isn't allowed to be married to the person that they love and have the same rights as another. Like, it's literally ridiculous, and I just think it's horrendous that people actually disagree with gay people. Like, yeah, fair enough, you might not like seeing it happen, you don't have to, but it doesn't mean you have to say something about it and be a dick about it, and doesn't mean you have to be against them doing it at all, because a lot of gay people are too scared to do anything in public because of like discrimination and prejudice, and you know, they just get on with it in their lives. They don't affect your life. What are they doing to you? So why do you have to go out there and be like, it's wrong to be gay? Why can't you just be like, okay, fair enough, I don't like looking at people doing gay, like interacting, like being romantic, you know what I mean, who are gay, fair enough, but it doesn't mean you have to be against them being gay at all. You can, you know, they can still be gay if they want to. That's their life choice. Like, I might not like it when people, I don't know, I don't like it when people do drugs, but I don't go out there and tell people not to do drugs, because that's their life choice. You know, that's fine, I accept that. Like, I wouldn't do it myself because I'm not that kind of person. But if people want to do it, fair enough, they can do it themselves, but it doesn't affect my life if they do it. I don't care. They can get on with their life and do it. I'm not against it. You know what I mean? That's what they want to do. Same with gay people. You know, it's not affecting me. I don't care. I wouldn't be gay, but I don't mind if they're gay. That's what they want to do. So I don't get it when people have a problem with it. I just think it's really stupid. So I really hope that in my lifetime, gay people get the same rights as straight people. I hope it should happen. I hope it will be the same as, black rights. It will all even out and it'll be fine, because it would be awful if it didn't. So anyway, that was my rant. I just had to do that because I hate it. It's awful. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys later.